It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield-Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchenland USA, Advanced Car Care Center, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Well, hey there. Good morning to you. So glad you're with me on Friday. I'm sorry that Sarah couldn't be with me today, but we are moving into the weekend. It's going to be a fantastic weekend. Make sure, by the way, that you stay tuned for Abby Dyer's Wake Up Weather to see exactly what the weekend has in store. But I'm no meteorologist, but I think it's going to be nice. So we'll see. She can tell you for sure. Let's do some news this morning and let you get your workday started. We told you about that student at Ozark High School who was diagnosed with tuberculosis earlier this week, right? Well, now we know that that student also works at the Ozark Community Center. So now the community center is trying to identify and notify employees and others who may have had close contact with that student. Overall, though, health leaders say the risk to the public is quite low. TB primarily affects the lungs and it spreads through the air. Right now in the state of Missouri, the law requires a minor who is trying to get an abortion to get parental consent. But a nonprofit group called Right By You sued the state, claiming that it should be against the law to require that parents of a minor be notified before that minor gets an abortion. Now, a judge has thrown out that lawsuit, saying the group has no right to sue in Missouri. The Jackson County judge says the organization does not have the standing to sue because the group is, quote, fiscally sponsored by a nonprofit incorporated in California. It is possible, we should tell you, that lawsuit could be filed again in a different way, so stay tuned, but that's the latest move by the court today. Flags will fly at half-staff across Missouri tomorrow to honor a soldier who lost his life. Governor Kehoe ordered that the honor happen to recognize and remember the life and service of 35-year-old Chief Warrant Officer Andrew Cully from Ozark. There's a celebration of life service that's happening Sunday, 3 o'clock at First Baptist Church in Ozark. That was his childhood church as he grew up. He was a husband and father of 2 kids. He was killed on September 17th in a helicopter crash while doing some training, part of some training near Washington. That crash also killed 3 other soldiers. But Chief Warrant Officer Andrew Cully will be remembered and laid to rest this weekend. Meanwhile, Branson has a new Veterans Monument to honor our fallen soldiers. It was just unveiled this week at the Veterans Memorial Garden on 76 Country Music Boulevard. Members of the Shepherd of the Hills Garden Club say the new monument is a symbol of gratitude and remembrance for fallen soldiers and their families. The Springfield Missing 3 case, you remember that, right? 3 women disappeared in 1992 without a trace. It has never been solved, nor have their bodies been recovered. It's a terribly sad situation. Well, now one of the people affected by it the most every day since then has passed away. Stu McFall, the father of Stacy McCall. McCall is his last name. Stu McCall, the father of Stacy McCall, who disappeared, has died. He never stopped searching for his 3rd daughter, Stacy. Stu McCall was 82 years old. Right now, the state of Missouri is seeing the highest levels of West Nile virus in recent years. The Missouri Health Department is reporting 3 deaths as a result of 16 human cases of West Nile virus in the state of Missouri. 15 of those cases required hospitalization. There have been 2 cases of West Nile in the Ozarks, both of them in Greene County this year. The West Nile virus is transmitted by mosquitoes, of course, and here we are in primetime mosquito season, the fall. So the fall and the spring are the worst times for that. It's a rough time for mosquitoes right now, so be careful if you get out. The DMV license office in Republic is now open for business again, located there on Highway 60. It closed last Friday. You recall we told you about that, due to a change in management and to renovate the office to get it ready. to reopen, which it now has done. The license offices are operated by independent contractors, but they're governed by the Missouri Department of Revenue. The one in Republic is operated by the Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks, just like the location that just opened in South Springfield in the Liberty Commons Shopping Center on Campbell, just south of Walnut Lawn. So basically, right now, one new and then one reopened, both run by the Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks. The new one that just opened is in South Springfield, and Republic is reopening theirs after a few days not being open. It has been a busy year at the Springfield Airport so far. It's on track to hit 1.5 million passengers for 2025. And if you've been there in recent weeks, then you know there was a lot of work being done on the inside of that place. They're replacing carpet there, so they have to shut down entire sections of the airport area. Next month, work will begin to replace the flooring in the security checkpoint area. So that'll be interesting how they handle that as that goes on. Imagine that'll be pretty quick as they get that done and get the security going the way that it has been. By the end of the year, travelers will see more than $35 million worth of improvements out there at the airport, which seems is busier by the day, by the trip that I make out there. Well, the biggest game played in Columbia in 46 years will kick off tomorrow. It's going to be something. The number 14 ranked Missouri Tigers will face off against the number 8 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide. Game time, 11 in the a.m. It is a huge SEC game. MU is 5-0 on the season. Alabama 4-1, but ranked higher. The game will be broadcast on ABC, so a lot of people will be watching that. And then there's this. Missouri State has the weekend off after picking up the first ever Conference USA win for the Bears on Wednesday night at Middle Tennessee State University. Final score 22-20. It was a nail biter. Came down to a field goal that was missed at the end by Middle Tennessee. Freshman quarterback Deuce Bailey led the Bears team. The Bears are now 3-3 on the season. They play next Wednesday, not next Wednesday, but their next game is a Wednesday again, October 22nd, though. So it's going to be a little bit before the Bears hit the gridiron again. They will be playing at New Mexico State. Go Bears. Boy, it was a big one for them to get their first ever Conference USA win. So I don't know. I'm thinking that they're on a roll and can keep it going. That'd be something. So congratulations to them. There are a lot of events that are going on all around the Ozarks, and we know about that because we're called Around the Ozarks. You can check out our events calendar at aroundtheozarks.com. We've been telling you all week about some of the fall festivals and things going on. Apple butter making days, lots of events that you can take your family to and enjoy this weekend. And be sure you stay tuned for Abby Dyer's Wake Up Weather. It is coming up right after this. So thank you for being with me. Again, sorry that Sarah couldn't be with me, but we hope you have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you back here on Monday.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Friday. We made it, and it is going to be a beautiful day across the Ozarks. We do have a small chance for some rain showers across the Ozarks today, but I think most stay dry. And overall, we're just talking about a comfortable temperature pattern, not just today, but all the way through the weekend. In fact, things warm up a little bit for us by Saturday and Sunday. It's great weekend weather, though. We are going to be staying dry Saturday, Sunday into the holiday next week. Those of you that are off work, I think you have a nice extended stretch of really enjoyable conditions here in this extended forecast. We have high temperatures near 80 degrees today with partly sunny skies. I do have a small chance for some isolated storm activity in the afternoon. The best chance for seeing that, I think, is going to be up in central Missouri near a frontal boundary that is draped across some of our northern counties. It kind of cuts through central Missouri, the Columbia area, as well as Kansas City. Other than that, we are just going to see sunshine in the forecast. And I do expect that this afternoon chance for storms is less than 20%. So chances are you stay dry in the forecast, but you might want to throw an umbrella just in the back seat in case. Conditions are going to be quite pleasant, though, through the weekend forecast. So overall, this is good news that I get to deliver on a Friday. We have high temperatures above average much of the weekend as well, with middle 80s in the forecast. That's what I'm expecting in our future. And we have dry weekend weather too. That's going to stretch through the middle part of next week. And we'll be hoping for some rain by the time this day after day pattern is over with dry conditions pretty much each and every day. Aside from that little isolated chance for storms this afternoon, I have pretty nice conditions. I think overnight we do see some increasing clouds in response to that frontal boundary. Temperatures falling back into the middle 50s overnight tonight. That's where we start our Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon, though, looks very pleasant with numbers in the mid 80s, 83 for the high temperature on Saturday. 85, though, by Sunday. By Columbus Day, we should see some more cloud cover move back in, but I still think we're dry with a high temperature near 80 degrees. So it's perfect for outdoor projects, getting outdoors in the mornings and the evenings, particularly when temperatures are nice and cool this weekend, will be very pleasant. Around the country, what's making headlines, it's finally some dry weather for the East Coast after many days of rain chances. The East Coast has some sunny and cool weather heading back into the Atlantic corridor with low 60s and clearing skies. There's also a flash flood threat this weekend looming for much of the Southwest from what was Hurricane Priscilla, remnants of that tropical system moving up into the southwestern United States, creating some concern for too much water too quickly. All of that while the lower Great Lakes are enjoying crisp autumn weather with their color change for fall foliage starting to peak. So lots of places starting to get in on some of that fall color. Typically, it doesn't happen for us here in the Ozarks until closer to Halloween. However, we're starting to see some hints that the leaves are ready to change in a few areas. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And going with my spooky theme here, in European witch trials, which was the infamous Malleus Maleficarum primarily used for? Do you think it is A, spell book for witches to cast curses, B, a guide for identifying and prosecuting witches, C, a legal defense manual for accused witches, or D, a religious text to ward off witchcraft? And if you thought it was B, you would be correct. A guide for identifying and prosecuting witches. Now you know. It was originally used as a handbook to identify, interrogate, and persecute individuals accused of witchcraft, particularly women. So now you know. Congrats if B was your guess. Here's another fun one for you for Monday morning. In traditional European folklore, what plant was commonly hung over doorways to ward off witches and evil spirits? Do you think it was A, rosemary, B, garlic, C, wolfsbane, or D, sage? What do you think we would hang over doorways to ward off witches and evil spirits in traditional European folklore? You can let me know your guess. That's at the website, aroundtheozarks.com. Big shout out to our sponsors this morning, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Enjoy. I'll be back to chat with you early next week. I hope you have a great time. We'll talk then.